believe in a perspective, the clever mind of William Shakespeare, the world we are in is all the big stage, where every individual has its own entrance exit. The moment we're given trust to handle children are also a privilege where we can maximize our potential and bloom in the area where we are planted in season or not season. Today's Moving Up theme focuses on kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Maybe applause to a great all sacrifices of adjustment and hardship in the educational quest where educational learning was far different from the usual learning experiences. Knowing that COVID-19 pandemic brought a drastic changes over the land, we are in one to take our fair share to make our simple desire become a full-bloom realization amidst pandemic. As you start to step away from the portal of Bugtong Elementary School, the promise of upholding the name of your alma mater lives up to your academic quest, where you will begin to face the more realistic struggle along with the pandemic, but rekindle the flicker of hope of becoming a brain and brawn in the society where you live in.
Mga bata, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, malas na silanganan, palab na puso, sa ritib mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, buyan hanggang mag-ibig, sa mandulubig, di ka masisiin, sa dagat at mundok, sa sibuyan, sa langit mo'y mukha, malinagang tula at awit sa panay minamahal. Ang ismag ng matawat mo'y nabuhay na nagtinili, ang bituin at tarang niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw,
sa araw na ito, mga magulang, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa pagtatapos na ito, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ang araw na ito ay isa sa pinakamakasayang pagtatapos sa ating buhay. Dahil tayo'y naharap sa pinakamalaking pagsubok na naganap, hindi lang sa ating buhay, kundi sa buong mundo, dulot ng pandemya. Sabi nga ng isang opisyal na hapon noong ikalawang digmaang pandaigdig na gawin natin parang isang laro hanggang sa huling tauhan, huling armas at sa huling bala. Kaming mga hapon ay hindi susuko. Gawin natin parang isang laro ang mga pagsubok na ito at huwag sumuko sa pag-aaral para sa ating kinabukasan. Dahil ang lahat ng mga pagsubok ay matatapos din. Muli ay inanyayahan ko kayong lahat na manood sa ating pagtatapos nito. A pleasant morning to all of us. Ma'am Thelma Cabalsan Kitalig, Schools Division Superintendent of Calbayog City, represented by Sir Pedro L. Montesilio Jr., Public Schools District Supervisor of Pinamacaan 3rd District. I am proud to present to you the 48 candidates for completion of Bugtong Elementary School for school year 2020-2021 with 26 male and 22 female. They have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements for elementary education of K-12 curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. They are now ready for confirmation as completers of Bugtong Elementary School this school year 2020-2021. Ma'am.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Belio Omer Montarias. Casiano James Boy Famoso. Francisco Earl Gregorio. Franco Aldrihans Antipolo. Hebartas Marlon Jr. Salili. Hinaro Saul John. Ignacio June Luster Aranzado. Labocay III Abdolio Belarmino. Lerasan Jerome Cantiga. Lumoxo Louis J. Villa. Loyola Janzent Mahinay. Melendres Renz Eldan Mangaron. Modina Jero Molyihon. Nunez Arjimdan Philip Ompad. Rasmo Arjimac Espenia. Reforzado Ralph Matthew Salili. Rondina Jolito Jr. Sinining. Tamoyang Ronji Mahinay. Tarayo Melchizedek Francisco. Tayab Gaudencio Tarayo. Tumbaga Jason Francisco. Trinidad Mark T.J. Prudenciado. Velasco Renz Glomark Francisco. Ibanez Gerald. Arnejo Jillian May Jubilado. Bangkoyo Rica Ignacio. Belio Maricar Montarias, Broniola Julia Marie Asuki, Capistrano Geraldine Monares, Caspi Canani Alexis Casin, Lotario Cyrus Belarmino, Francisco Francine Arnijo, Francisco Jenny Naces, Gregorio Cristal Darrell Saludar, Ignacio Kendra Abrel, Lobo Riaan Labu-Labu, Melendres Calisi, Prasmo Maria Teresa Asuki, Rosales Jasmine Jane Fortuna, Rosales Sofia Buenaventura, Salidaga Bea Marianito, Salomon Shahani Rapeza, Ibanez Kreslin Prasmo.
Ipinaabot ko ang aking mainit na pagbati sa mga munting nagsipagtapos sa taong ito sa kindergarten. Bagamat tayo'y nakaharap sa bagong sitwasyon, ipinagpatuloy pa rin ninyo ang inyong pag-aaral sa pamamagitan ng pagsagot sa lahat ng mga kasanayang ibinigay sa inyo sa gabay ng inyong mga magulang o nakakatandang kapatid. Naway pagpatuloy ninyo ang inyong pag-aaral na siya ang magiging gabay sa pagdating ng panahon. Sa ating mga magulang, naway pagpatuloy ninyo ang inyong paggabay sa inyong mga anak nang sa gayoy hindi malihis sa maling landas na magiging problema sa ating lipunan, bagkus magiging ehemplo at magiging mabuting mamamayan o lider ng ating bansa. Muli, binabati ko kayo at mabuhay kayong lahat.